recently traveled to Phoenix to take a closer look at the implications of male loneliness and how some men are confronting it.
Season 3, it's really fucking good.
Right under the Male Loneliness Project.
That sounds good. Yeah,
I've done that.
I've done that too. It does. It's like an occasional like spice during the.
Yeah. Every once in a while you have to try something new. Just to spice it up.
You don't ruin it that way. Yeah.
God, that's cool to see. But we got to cover it.
No,
We're
we
not
are.
going to look at ourselves. It's
But
not
now-
good to look at yourself.
But I was doing tricks for Will before you got here. Like, wait, go back to the screen, Will.
Wait, but now
Look, I'm about to put my thumb up. Whoa. Okay. No, there's no
Okay,
gap.
Speedy
There's
now.
no gap anymore.
But now.
Speedy Gonzalez.
Okay, this is working. Okay, then.
This is good. That's good for the reel. Is this your new character? Your new kind of
Look, I can go my hand up. Look,
Good
it can
God.
go up.
I can go my
I
hand
can
up.
go it up.
It's just glitching out. I mean,
Yeah,
it is
whoa.
so speedy. Matthew.
Look at this.
Meow. Okay, guys, and we're ready to roll in 3,
you.
2,
Cut it out.
1.
Will's about
Go.
to start.
Technically, the podcast has started. Hate to say that, but technically, the podcast has just started.
But Matthew's having so much fun on the bed with his glitchy
We're
arm.
clocking in here at 3:24, so we got a nice hour, maybe 10, 15 minutes ahead of us.
I feel like we're glossing over the fact that we were acting very funny and kind of
We were.
engaging 5 minutes
We were.
way before you started
What were we
rolling.
chatting about right before we started rolling? What was it?
We were talking about jacking off.
Different
We were
techniques
talking
for
about-
masturbation.
Different grips.
Different grips.
Yeah. What
You
you're
know-
supposed to do, what you're not supposed to
I
do.
recently blew a what do you call it?
A
What's that?
gasket.
No. A femoid, femwad,
You
femcell.
You blew a fem.
You were going down on a
No.
femcell.
I blew a
Okay.
femcell's mind
Really?
by talking about the technique, which I'm sure you guys know about this, where you sit on your left hand for 10 minutes so it goes
Oh.
numb, and then you
Mm.
masturbate with that hand. So it almost feels like a phantom limb.
I've heard about that.
You've heard about
I've
that?
tried
never done
that.
it.
I've tried that.
I've tried it. It didn't work.
It
for me.
It produced a clumsy, almost like a caveman. It was.
Right.
It didn't have the delicate touch that I'm accustomed to, at least. For
But
me.
were you able to grip with
Oh,
your
yeah.
knocked out hand?
I was able to
your
grip
phantom hand.
my
The
phantom
grip.
hand.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
the clumsiness is supposed to sort of simulate a woman who's
Yeah.
like not good at
Her
handling.
first time
Women aren't
doing
very. They never get that good at it.
They never actually cracked the code.
They
of
never
that.
really figure it out.
There's something to be said about a nice hand job.
Absolutely.
I feel like in
the
high school-
Brutalist.
You guys agree about that?
The great architect Laszlo from The Brutalist, he loved getting hand
Really?
jobs from his wife. That's a pivotal part of the movie. He gets about 3 or 4, and she says,
Oh my
"Can we do
God.
other stuff?" And he goes, "No,"
I like that.
because he's been shooting up so much heroin. All he's able to do is
Adrian Brody does heroin in The Brutalist.
yes, many times, and gets jacked off.
And he's an
Hand job.
architect.
Yeah, and he's an architect.
And he's getting jerked
into
off.
brutalism architect.
And his
Yes.
wife, her name is The Brutalist because she's so bad at
Yes.
hand jobs.
Yeah, yes,
okay.
yes. Brutal.
and he likes that.
And they just cut up his cock. I hate to say it. I
Well,
hate to start there because she wears rings.
Ladies
sharp
and
rings.
gentlemen,
Sorry.
welcome.
I hate to start off
welcome
this
to
way.
the Male Loneliness Project. My name is Will Duncan. I'm an educator. I'm a pollination expert, and with me we have.
I'm Alex Senti, up and coming alt comedian, and I dance as well. I've been doing more dance, kind of hip hop stuff, Jabberwocky.
I can't wait to get into that.
Yeah,
And with us
That's
on the
why I'm late.
podcast today, we have writer, comedian, actor, thespian, creator, Matthew Goldin.
They know who I am. They get the picture.
And we're so excited to have you on. We've mentioned you on this podcast many times. We've talked about the Louis C.K. show you did where you had a show in Los Angeles where you required every comedian to masturbate publicly on stage.
Yes, which you were on.
I was
you,
on.
You didn't.
I skillfully avoided that parameter. Thank you.
By doing what? Just one more time.
I think
What did you avoid?
I avoided masturbating my penis
but
on
what
stage.
did you do?
I made a bloody mess and said that I cut my penis off or something.
Cool.
Which you followed the rules. I mean,
Yes.
everyone had to masturbate, but that could be interpreted very loosely.
And Pierce did his famous anal exam
Sure.
Pierce probably got the closest
to actual.
Well, I got
you-
very close.
You non-sexually played with your penis after
my
asking
flaccid
penis
Yeah.
after asking the crowd for their consent.
Yes.
And did everyone do a waiver situation or just
I
by
had
entering?
everyone. I had a guard. I had 2 guards who asked people for verbal consent when they came in.
And
Got
that's
it.
pretty
And then
bold.
Before the show began, I also had someone pass out blindfolds so that if they wanted, they could experience simply the audio without being triggered or whatever.
Sure.
Something like
Can
that.
I ask, when you were in the playing with yourself period of the show, did people turn away and cover up? And
not a single person used the. I spent good money on those blindfolds.
that's kind of fun.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I spent a lot of money on the blindfolds.
Yeah.
And you were fully naked, right? If
I was
remember
fully
Were you
correctly.
naked.
speaking, or were you just kind of going to town on yourself while you were on
I
stage?
recited a Jim Gaffigan routine.
The goat.
Yeah.
Yes, he writes everything with his wife.
Is that true?
Yes, they're a
Really?
duo.
Okay,
Yes,
I recited a Gaffigan routine.
Yes, the Gaffigan and Co.
Gaffigan and Co.
Yes.
I assume they're both Gaffigans.
They are.
It's crazy to imagine
They
a
have-
Lady Gaffigan.
I know.
Yeah,
Whoa.
but
The Lady
The Lady
Gaffigan.
Gaffigan.
she's there for so much of his life. She's a co-writer in his life, and
Whoa.
his work is his life, and parenting is comedy, and that's
Well,
a lot of what they talk about
that-
these days.
I mean, I hate to interrupt, kind of
Please, no,
riveting,
the floor is yours.
but that was
Fuck you.
pretty. That was a pretty important show for me. That was a real Matthew Goldin's doing cool, crazy stuff. I'm being asked to engage in the cool, crazy stuff. That was a real. LA had a certain energy to it in the
Certain
early
edge.
the early 20-aughts.
Yeah.
2020
In the 20 aughts. Yeah.
2020 aughts.
Yeah, I'm glad I could give you a platform.
How
to
do you
kind
feel
of
about the term
do your
aughts?
I don't know. Gets the job done.
It
but
certainly gets the job
I don't
done.
like it.
I know what you're referring
It feels
to.
wrong.
Yes. It's not going to catch.
Yeah. Do people say that about the 19th century or
No.
20th?
The 1910s is what they say.
Well, right now
no,
it's-
but what about the before that?
It's the 1910s. That's all.
The
I'm.
10s.
I think it's just pre.
Oh, yeah, aughts is the tens, right? 2010s is the aughts.
No. 2000 to 2010.
Yeah, 2000. Okay, so what about 1900 to
Hundreds.
1910?
The 19-aughts. The
19 aughts. The previous aughts. Yeah.
Last generations.
Yeah.
When everyone died.
I hope everyone doesn't. Do your audiences look down on this as sort of vulgar?
No, it's
Or-
kind of becoming a rite of passage.
Is it?
And
Some of them, though, we prefer if you could blow it behind his
just
ear.
as
I'm
a
happy
bit.
to.
Sure,
I'm
yeah.
happy,
Purely
yeah.
as a bit, I'm interested in hitting it a few times just as a joke.
Sure.
It's a vape. It's a nicotine
We
vape.
had a guest recently try to hide that she was
Really?
consuming that product every time because she thought her boss or something
That
might
product.
watch, and she didn't want to disclose, and we had to kind of honor
That pissed me the fuck off.
Her
Yeah.
boss doesn't want her vaping?
Her
or-
boss is potentially a fan of online video comedy.
Whatever this
podcasts
is, this
and-
project.
and might have seen her doing that, and might have laid down the law on her a little bit, so she
Really?
hid that. Yeah, but she did a bad job. You can see some
People who are fans of online video content are such tyrants in the workplace.
I know.
But
It's
they're usually
crazy.
cool
They have such
bosses and kind of
opinions.
media
Yeah.
graphic design.
They're with
spaces.
it, yeah.
Well,
That's all
they
you can ask for.
they work with 3 different screens, playing multiple. One's a podcast. One is kind of more of like Scrubs or something.
Oh, yeah. Something casual.
Yeah, but they have the 2 different audios going in while they design these websites, Wix and stuff.
So I have a major
Yeah.
question for Matthew, but before I want to segue into that, by
Yeah,
asking
segue.
Alex a question, which
Sure.
is that I'm looking at Alex right now. He's got a severe
I have a-
scratch
It's bad. It's
on
ugly.
his arm. He's got a red gash.
I fell while drunkenly skateboarding right after I said goodbye to you and everyone. Just turned the corner and was kind of
Wait, this is crazy because I drunkenly fell off a city bike recently.
Oof.
And destroyed
I
You want
myself.
to look
wish-
that up for the.
I wish my gash could be covered by like a short. This is a pretty bad, ugly.
But
and
you
I hope
are-
this heals.
You're recently kind of re-entering a skateboard
but
era.
I think I'm done.
And I can't help but notice how that ties into the male loneliness epidemic.
Yeah, well, this is a sign. It's like, what am I doing?
Yeah,
What am
yeah.
I holding on to? It's like I'm too old for this.
Just wear
You're not
skater
old enough.
clothes.
You think I should keep going?
I think you should keep going. Yeah.
It just still really hurts. It's gonna ruin my week. I feel just like a little baby. It
Totally.
just hurts. I'm mad about it. It's ugly.
Oh.
It's almost too big to cover with band-aids. I have to put 4 band-aids on it.
Ooh.
I'm letting you see it, and you saying it's so nasty kind of.
It's not that nasty.
It sucks for me to
you
hear
were
'cause-
going to wear long sleeves just to.
Well, I had the jacket, but it
That's
was so
true,
hot.
yeah.
More of a
here.
skater look too.
But I was
a little
hoping-
long sleeve layered energy
True,
could be
yeah.
cool. Stripes.
Well, that's my thing. Is I was just giving back a button-up shirt, and if I had put that on while skating, it might have prevented some of this. But I didn't.
I don't
hit
think
the
you
ground.
come off as a young boy. I think the young boy injuries are like a skin knee.
Yep.
But
And
this
maybe
is
an
May.
ear infection.
Ooh,
An ear infection, I think.
that's super
Mhm.
young boy.
Yeah.
Maybe like a mouth lip sore. Is that? That's more sexually
yeah,
mature.
herpes, that sort of thing. A lot of kids, they say like 80% of kids, or everyone really, right? Not just kids.
Right.
but
80% of people
80% of kids and people have herpes, right?
from sharing lollipops and things like
From
that.
sharing anything. From
sucking.
sharing.
Lollipops, from like
From sharing.
from licking
Yeah.
the pole in
That's
like a
ultimately
winter.
the problem
It's a
with
sharing
STDs
disease,
is
yeah.
that you're sharing too much of yourself.
Sure.
Well, I always
Well,
say,
Willie is like an ear. Yeah, I mean, it's a classic.
that's gonna get your ear.
Yeah,
I
but
would
that's
say
how STDs are spread.
If I could do it all over again, I'd be a
You
professional.
guys like that
skateboarder.
feeling, like when someone like sticks their tongue in your ear and you get like
I like that.
the shivers.
I like
like-
that feeling sexually.
nice.
I love a
right.
bite.
I like a bite.
When the tongue has gone so far down, it's almost
You're touching some of my.
completely feels.
You're touching some of my crumbs.
It feels like an alien,
Yeah.
like a resurrection of sorts. I'm completely not. in
Matthew might
control.
like that.
I actually like that.
You like that
but
a
I
lot.
do worry. I do worry about my sex partner.
Mm.
I worry that she might be grossed out while doing something I like.
Totally. You know what is not okay? When someone
what's not
spits
okay?
in your mouth.
Yeah.
That's happened to me once during sex. They like spit
It
in your
freaks
mouth,
me
and it
out.
was like
Did they say open wide, Will? Or
They didn't say open wide.
Your mouth was
Yeah,
already.
it
You're
was
already sort of
ajar.
soy
I was
facing.
like,
Yeah, this is awesome.
and then she saw
just
the
saw an
opportunity and she just jumped in there. But it was warm, foamy spit. It was like a cappuccino.
She should have thinned it out.
Exactly. I immediately took me out of it. Immediately I lost hardness and consciousness. And I didn't like that.
Did you then start spitting it
Yeah.
back out?
Nonstop.
You leaned over a trash bin, "Ugh," and you called her a
gargle
freak.
it. You gotta
Oh.
gargle it and spit back up.
And then
That's
I
you.
listen, and then I listened to a podcast for the rest of the night while she slept in bed next to me.
Okay, good.
It was this podcast.
What other turnoffs do you guys
Well,
have?
you know, this is reminding me of something. At one point in my life, I have had a girl who had done an ear thing, and it was like we were kind of liking that. She had gone into the nose, and I have kind of a larger nose, and that really did put me off.
I think that's
really-
extremely bizarre.
It was like,
putting her tongue
Yes.
in your nose.
yes.
And if this is you listening, I cherish you
I
and I
don't think
value
she's
you.
gonna listen to this.
That's good. Those are
Thoughts
pretty
on
much
that?
it.
My vibe on Matthew right now is that he would like.
No, he looks pretty mad.
I'm furious. I'm furious on your behalf.
Well, it was just it was jarring. It was weird.
It's a silent
It
fury.
was weird, but anyways.
She should have asked your consent.
I think I've had pretty positive sexual experiences all around. I think the spit is probably that was pretty freaky, but nothing too.
I'm with you. I've never had a negative experience in the sack.
It's a good feeling.
Never any awkwardness.
There's been some awkwardness.
I've never been self-conscious about kind of
Wow.
how I'm doing. I would just go with the flow.
You just go with it.
I go with it.
You
I'm
get
like,
in there.
This is 100% awesome, and I'm so glad it's happening to me.
On my penis.
What a treat
Mhm.
that is.
I
Dude,
know.
how about this? Asking consent. You said sometimes can kill the buzz, which is kind of a touchy
let's,
subject.
Let's open,
I
open
ask to kiss women the first time I kiss them, and sometimes men are like,
that.
"That's
Don't
gay."
do that.
Yeah, they want a guy that'll grab them, but it's usually worked.
I think it's a nice thing to do because
Yeah.
the asking, I mean, you can ask in a way that is nervous and pathetic, but sometimes the asking can be as audacious, if not more audacious than
Thank
simply
you, Matthew.
kissing, right?
Thank you, Matthew.
Confident.
Yeah,
I'm
putting myself out there platonically. Well,
I've been thinking about all the sort of things I want to do, and I had an idea. Would it be cool if I Frenched you, for instance? Is that nice?
Slit some tongue
We'll
in there.
Start off slow, no tongue. 6 minutes in, slide that puppy in there and
Ooh, 6.
start kind of cleaning around.
You also know that Frenching is tongue based.
Yeah.
Because I just said Frenching.
But we.
You knew.
Well,
And why do we think that is? Did the French create that? People were
they're
just
sloppy.
kissing, and then the French were like, I have
Americans,
Mm.
Americans were lip only.
Or is there something about the French language
In
that?
French, they're more
yeah.
lip.
So then the real question here that this has been a great segue into is we don't ask our guests this enough, but what are your thoughts on the male loneliness epidemic? Usually we tee people up by saying, do you think it's real?
Right.
Because that's kind of a nice politically neutral question.
Yeah. I mean, I was going to ask if it was sort of off base of me to kind of talk about sex as I have been.
No, I think
Yeah,
that's
male
right.
loneliness.
I think it's what people want.
We have
Okay.
5 female
Okay.
viewers, and I see their addresses on Spotify.
Yeah.
It shows me their little address.
They're little.
They're little
there's
cute
little
addresses.
Yeah.
And I
so nice.
think they have voiced that it's an interesting look, a peek behind the curtain into male psychosexuality.
We've also started tagging our project as like a sexual education
Right.
based thing on Spotify
Yeah.
to get more
Really?
a boost. Yeah. And and we're just trying to share platform voices in the more
Yeah, yeah.
sexual
It's helpful.
education
Yeah.
space.
I mean, it's a common misconception that lonely, pathetic men don't have sex.
Absolutely.
A lot of lonely, pathetic men are very sexually
Sure.
active.
And that's good.
It's really good.
That's really good for
Yeah,
them.
it's good for all
And
parties.
that's what shifts them further and further away from their fellow.
But then do you think that they're
Brothers.
still lonely and stuff? It's not sex. They need to tend to some other needs. They need to nurture
Yes,
their own
what it
garden.
is. Sex is not a cure-all. Sex is not to be equated with intimacy.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
And you
Are
guys-
these men? These men?
these
Are they
men,
making love as you're supposed to?
I have a hard time
Or are they
imagining
just fucking? They're just brutal.
brutalist style,
Brutalist.
fucking like rabbits.
Mm.
Is the male loneliness epidemic real?
Yeah,
Huh. What do you guys think?
well done.
God damn, you're
Let me
good.
take a moment here.
Nice.
Wow.
Right? Yeah.
Huh.
You've been on some shows before.
Yeah. Let me set you guys up for a clip.
Because now you're buying time too,
Yeah.
which this is pissing me
And
off.
I get to really think
Yeah,
it's
now
like
you're
smart.
meditating.
Yeah.
I do think it is real. I think there's a loneliness epidemic. Period. And I actually looked it up before you came here, and it's
It's true.
And it's said it's real. So
Google,
we're
Google
doing a
AI
good
said,
thing
yeah,
here.
and your
Yeah.
podcast is awesome.
Yeah.
But it's said that women report the same. I mean, I don't know how you measure loneliness, but it's that they're the same levels of loneliness
that they've ever been,
in
which is really lonely.
in both.
Oh,
yeah.
Men and women are both as lonely, but men just get a little freaky on it and become like Nazis.
But
and start
when-
podcasts.
But when women are
Which is
lonely,
fine.
they do more
One of them.
yearning. They're kind of standing by a window and like looking out and
and there's
thinking about how they're alone. And when men
Mm.
are alone, I don't think there's as much pondering. They're not finding a body of water and sitting and gazing.
interesting.
They're not staring out the window, booking a taxi ride and just kind
Just
of
And these are feminine.
thinking. I'm just saying
activities.
that's very lonely, but it's much more
Romantic.
yes, romantic.
Okay.
It's beautiful.
Okay.
Women comb, they brush their
They
hair.
comb- they
Lots of that.
brush.
Whereas men
They brush their
kind of
doll's
pace
hair.
around the room and say, bored.
What am I doing? If only I had more hair to brush,
Yeah,
I could romanticize my solitude a little bit more.
absolutely. You just have a thin comb. You just kind of go down.
You could grow a
That
rat
is-
tail. I could see you with.
I tried
You-
briefly.
did you really?
I had a little
Did I know
mullet.
you with one? Yes.
No, I had a mullet period after New Zealand that I wanted to
that was
transmute
cool.
into a. You think it was cool? I'm thinking about bringing
I
that
like
back.
it. Why
maybe.
not?
Yeah,
For summer.
For summer.
Yeah, summer
Fuck
vacation.
yeah.
Something to pull on, and something to hold on to.
Just
you know?
something.
Yeah.
Grab on. I'm not ready for this summer, man.
But so wait, Will's not ready for the summer.
I'm not ready for the summer.
It's not good.
What's not ready for the summer?
Will's not.
Oh.
I'm not. The rat
Alright.
tail's not.
Go Will.
Right.
Go Will.
Ah.
Matthew, I wanted to kind of go back. You're saying a lot of these men out there are maybe fucking but not making love.
Right.
But
Actually, I think the problem is that they're making love.
that they're making love.
These lonely men don't know how to fuck. They only make love. Interesting, huh? It's all off.
No, a computer's normal. This is what a computer's supposed
Peter
to
went
look
to
like.
sleep.
It's supposed to have a red error sign on
Damn
it.
it.
Damn it.
What so you
Oh.
Oh, we got to adjust. Oh, and I'm being stared at by Matthew in the screen grab, and that is just our
Don't
classic
worry.
stance.
Lovingly,
We're always
longingly.
doing that.
Don't worry.
Yeah. So you're saying
Are we recording?
we are still
We are.
recording. The
Well,
audio.
let's
I
pause.
see.
That's
I
what's
see.
more important.
That's all that matters.
We're gonna
Yeah.
pause. We're gonna pause. And we're back.
And we are back. Thank you to our ad sponsors who in the break just kind of.
I mean, that was crazy.
Stuff. Shout out all of our.
So while we were off the
Competitors.
mics, you guys started talking about some kind of White House shooting.
Right.
That's true. I can't trust the news these days, so I don't know if that's real or not.
It's true.
okay.
It's true.
But I don't know anything. Who
Do we
was
know
it?
anything about the shooter?
Who did it?
A youngster, I believe.
Female?
I believe a male.
Okay.
Yeah. They found a penis.
Okay. At the scene of the crime.
Yeah.
After he exploded. But he sort of grazed the White House. He didn't hit any presidential offices.
I know
figures.
someone got shot, but I don't know if he shot the person or if the Secret Service kind of fucked up or just had a little blast. It's hard to say. Right?
had a
Yeah.
little bit of a blast.
A bit of a blast.
Just right off the bat, I would say probably paid actor, probably insider, because they're just terrible shots.
That's
and
number 3, right?
Gotta be. I mean, we didn't even talk about the one who stormed the
Right.
press.
Who a lot of people sent me pictures of and saying that it looked like biracial Will Duncan. which
Sure.
I felt complicated feelings about
And
that.
his
Yeah,
manifesto.
sure. You're not biracial
I'm not
at all.
biracial, and
yeah.
I'm not a shooter. I don't wear these ridiculous red ties.
You're not active anyway.
I'm not an active shooter.
Yeah.
I'm a pre.
You've taken a few shots.
I've taken a few
Papa,
shots
right?
with Papa.
You've gone,
Shoot.
you've gone to the
Yeah.
gun
I shot some
range.
clay pigeons. I thought I was pretty accurate.
Okay.
I mean, my military brother was certainly hitting them down faster than I was, but that's to be
Mm.
expected, of course.
That's what you expect.
Certainly.
Expect of military brothers.
Coming from a military family, there's a higher percentage of a possibility of me shooting a president than you guys.
because of your military.
Just because of
That's
my military
statistically
background.
true, huh?
Yeah, proximity
Yeah.
to firearms, kind of a comfort around.
Because you grew up in the Bush administration with that kind of
Right.
rage, you've kind
Right.
of channeled that in.
and I've held on
Right.
to that for a really long time.
Well, I was an alienated youth.
Okay.
I feel like
Speak
statistically,
on that a
I'm-
little bit.
I think I could have been a school shooter.
Even a higher percentage.
yeah.
I think you could have if you went. Do you think you could have gone down a dark path? To me, you sound too smart to have gone down a dark path.
100%.
Okay.
Yeah, I definitely could have.
Wait, can you speak on when you were the most alienated?
Yeah, what was the most tempted-
What was the inner and outer group that was kind of alienating you?
The inner and outer group?
Yeah, I'm kind of curious. The dynamics of
Just all you guys, just the people.
Oh,
Just my,
damn people.
my peers, yeah.
Got
yeah.
it.
I would have shot probably perfectly friendly, talented, kind of
Improv
up and coming
comedian. Yeah,
comedians. Yeah.
Do you think you would have gone random with it, like the DC sniper?
I would have targeted
or
new
would
media
you-
people.
New media.
Yeah.
Any like
Cool.
vulture, like
To try to
any
maybe-
companies in particular?
Because they're competition. They're taking your jobs, your kind of vice Instagram reel.
It's like no other
Yeah.
choice. It's like that movie.
Sure, yes. Great film.
There's 5 people auditioning for SNL. Matthew
Mhm.
figures out the other 4 and kills them
Yeah.
all. That's a good movie.
I just want to
You
get
used to
close to
write-
Lauren.
You used to
Yeah.
write for SNL, though,
I used to write for
Yes,
SNL.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
I was part of
Yeah.
the writer's room, as it were.
And how was that
You were
experience?
asked to leave.
I was asked to leave.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Do you want to speak on that?
I mean, I guess I just spoke too much about it
Mm.
online.
Yeah.
And
Blew a gasket.
And then I got in trouble because when I was fired, I was paying off a lot of debt at the time. So
Mm.
even though I was paid fairly decently at SNL, I didn't have money, and so I was like auctioning off like SNL manila folders and kind of like office supplies.
And they didn't like that.
They didn't like that.
They didn't like
yeah.
that. You should be
What
allowed
was your
to do that.
favorite snack in the writer's room? I've heard Lorna has a big popcorn maker in his office.
They actually do have a big popcorn maker, but they also have these like
Do they really?
veggie snacks like
Because it's like Lauren.
Lauren, yeah.
Yeah.
What do you
Clearly-
mean?
Well, it's not completely
Lauren.
tapped in on this. Yeah.
You can use the word they about anyone.
Oh, my
Yeah.
bad. Okay.
They don't even
And
have
I thought you were
to
talking
be.
about the popcorn
Well,
baker.
Lauren
Oh.
is kind of
Her name was Lauren.
It's like a gender neutral name.
For
Lauren and Lauren.
Lauren. I see,
it
I
can
see,
be
okay.
anyone, and that's kind of what
I saw it spelled as LORNEN rather. And then
That's
I was,
interesting.
I was thinking of the Spotify playlist Lorem Ipsum.
Cool. And I'm thinking
Mm.
Lauren would be a really good non-binary name.
Okay.
When my associate just referred to Lauren as a non-binary person, I went, "That's a great name."
And
I'm,
you-
I'm thinking I'm having a good time in your guys' show tonight.
what do you think
this is
about
awesome.
tonight? What do you think about the term nibbling
Nibbling?
for a non-binary sibling?
Oh, that's nice.
That's nice.
That's really nice.
Nibbling
yeah.
is kind of cute. It's sort of a bear. There's sort of a pack animal vibe
yeah.
that they're going for. Don't totally feel comfortable with that.
I think small eating stuff is good for non-binary. Morsel. I think morsel is a nice
that's a good name for a non-binary.
Yeah.
Was there a name for a non-binary kid? Because that's my issue.
Child.
My
Okay,
little one.
I guess
my darling little one.
My special little youth.
I recently
Child works.
I
You're right.
recently
Kid.
referred to someone as my king, and then they told me they were non-binary, and they actually told me to say my royal.
Wow.
And I went,
really?
I like that. I actually
I like my
genuinely
royal.
like that.
Okay.
Okay.
Well-
what's good, my royal?
What's up, my
What I
royal?
said was, what's good, my king?
Is liege
And
gendered?
I was told,
Liege is gendered.
Liege is
Liege is
tad gendered. Yes.
Yeah, they're blokes.
So I
usually.
used to work at this summer camp, this hippie summer camp, and we had to be very social justice warrior minded. So we couldn't say crazy, which
Really?
I didn't like that because I'm like, that's ridiculous. But we couldn't say crazy. We had to say like,
ridiculous.
I was going to say we had to say loco, but that also has
Loco is
That
okay.
has some problems.
That's loco.
Or like cuckoo bananas, something like that.
Right.
But another term, basically king, I got in an argument about dude being non-gender. I see dude as like a non-gender term.
Of course.
You can have some
yeah.
problems with that. But a term that I want to say all the time is powwow. And I was told pretty explicitly on multiple occasions that I need to stop saying that word. Because
As in,
it's a cultural appropriation.
We're gonna have a powwow.
Yeah, like let's powwow on
Let's
Friday
powwow.
about that. There's something about that I really like. I like the
It's fun to
spirit
say.
of
It
powwow.
rhymes, yeah.
But I've been checked on that a few times, so I won't be saying that anymore.
Thank you.
We're gonna
Thank you
bleep-
for
Yeah.
coming out about that.
We're gonna
and,
bleep the word.
Do you think it's good that he's gonna stop saying powwow?
I think it's really good you're going to
think
stop
it's for the
saying powwow.
best.
You guys don't say
Been
that.
getting on
No,
my nerves.
I certainly don't.
How much you're always trying to powwow. Yeah.
You're always also talking about how you're going to head home from the function back to your teepee. pisses me off.
Because it's racist.
It's racist. This isn't a teepee.
This is a home.
It's a home.
It's an apartment. It's a
Yeah.
flat.
But
It's
God,
a
it's
flat.
fun when every once in a while he does make a little fort in his bedroom with sheets and some broomsticks,
Yep.
and he invites us in, and we smoke hashish.
Hashish.
That's the Middle Eastern.
Oh,
term for
so
it.
we're just
it's
kind of
different
mixing.
now. It's different.
Oh, cool. Just mixing
But you do that,
cultures.
and it's nice. It's fun.
It's
And
a
Yeah.
multicultural.
home. And
we
have
record
some-
those, and that's for our Patreon pod, and that's so
That would be a
something
really good Patreon
we
episode.
do. It's fun to be underneath a fort. It
No, I
reminds you of
agree.
being a child underneath the what's it called in gym class when you have the colorful
Carousel, I believe it's called.
carousel? No, it's the colorful
Parachute blanket. Parachute blanket.
God,
it's
that
so
is just-
fun to play
that
with
is
that
just
thing.
one of-
It's so fun to be in that.
I mean, can we just organize one of those this summer?
Yeah.
I mean, fuck it.
Fuck it.
Just invite 7 other
People.
males that we know.
Okay.
All comedians.
And we should have snacks like grapes and Dixie cups and stuff. And like carrots.
And we feed each other sliced clementines.
And we go, wow. What did
I
you
would
even
love
do in
to
that?
feed
You
you,
go
a
in.
sliver
But
of a
what?
clementine.
That's it. You
You
lift
go
it up
in.
and then everyone runs in.
Yeah.
And then it falls
and
down.
then you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then you're like older gym teacher who's funny is kind of says who kind of says
You
some
had a
stuff.
funny gym
They're
teacher.
there.
Yes.
You're enjoying that guy.
and tell some stories.
You had a funny
know.
gym teacher, huh?
Sure, yeah, sure.
What was his name?
She
Okay.
was a lesbian and had an Oakland Raiders calf tattoo. She
That's
loved
sick.
The Oakland Raiders, and she would kind of tell us stories underneath that.
Old Raiders stories.
1970s playoffs.
Yeah. Talk about her favorite football team.
The Raiders did the darndest thing a few decades ago.
They kicked that
Sunrise
pigskin.
Drive Elementary. Anyone out there?
My middle
I
school
forget her name, but she was
gym teacher. Her name was Pinky Slingluff. When she was an
cutout.
older
And
woman.
Was she a lesbian?
I think she was, but it was at the age when I didn't know what that was yet.
Got it.
But her name was Pinky Slingluff. She wore pink a lot.
One more time.
Pinky Slingluff.
Sling Luff.
Slingluff.
Luff.
Luff.
That's a very good
L-U-F-F.
name.
Okay.
Here's what's crazy. She was the first
Gotta write that
documented Foompa that I ever saw in my life. And I remember as a child learning what a Foompa was.
Foompa? What is that?
Wait.
What is a Foompa?
Fat upper.
And there's no
Pussy.
M. I think it's
Yeah,
Foompa.
Foompa,
You're,
Foompa,
you're saying
Foompa.
Foompa.
Yeah,
It's like, what
Foompa.
is the M?
It's fat upper mound pussy area.
the mound.
Yeah, the Mons pubis.
Mons pubis.
Mons pubis
Let's
area.
get that in there. Yeah. Mons pubis area. Foompa. So, but then I'm thinking as a kid, Fupa, Pinky Slingluff is a pretty good name for a Fupa.
Mhm.
Like
Dare I
they,
say it's Pinch-esque?
It's Pinch-esque.
That name?
Thomas.
it is.
Pinky Slinglove is a great name.
Yes.
I want to write it on my
And she would
names
always
list
go,
on my notes app.
Hold. That was her big thing
Whoa.
when
But
she wanted you to
it was
stop.
and it was large. Her
Like a
Foompa.
boat. Like a boat.
Boat.
Literally, the bottom half of her body was
I'm
like a boat.
envisioning she wears polos.
She was wearing Vineyard Vines polos.
Yes.
Mm.
And a high-waisted short
Above the belly button.
above the belly button.
Definitely.
And she's
Got
the
it.
one who taught you all your physical abilities in PE.
For a moment there, it was
For a
her.
moment.
And I learned a lot. And
Like
then
all
I-
the crap that I see you doing physically all day long.
Yeah, I was jumping and leaning and
That's
Very
her?
physical.
Kicking.
Yeah.
You are physical.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
My physical therapist said I was stiff as a board, which that freaks me out.
Rude.
Is that rude?
As a board.
Stiff as a board.
I disagree.
He said that. Rude.
You're pretty flexible.
No, I'm
You
not.
wiggle around.
And then I had Zachary.
You're always doing
Steig.
cartwheels around your friends.
I can do a one-handed cartwheel
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. See?
I do that.
Lupa.
to impress people sometimes.
Lufa or whatever her name is.
Lufa. Laufa sling.
Matthew, you're our first guest to be sitting crisscross applesauce.
Is that true?
I think so. I don't think any guest has done this, and you've really been locked in since I've gotten. Here.
Otherwise known as Indian style.
Oh, okay.
Indian style.
And
Yeah.
that's comforting for Will,
Will.
who does powwow and teepee and
Just-
Well, it means India, the country, right?
Yes.
Indian style. Or no?
I think it is.
I always confuse those
Of
two.
course, of course.
If I got to America or America or whatever, I understand.
That's what it used to be called.
Yeah, America. Yeah. I would have the same
A
confusion
Mexican guy.
that those Euro trash people had.
Those Euro trash
Yeah.
bastards. The colonizers.
The colonizers.
They were
yeah.
confused.
Which we are against.
we just
We
want to
Yes.
are not
That's-
exactly all about
explicitly
that.
in
Yeah.
favor of that.
But yes, I am very still.
You're very still.
Thank you
I feel
for
like
appreciating
You're not a wiggly person. You sit calmly.
I don't do
Have
this
you always
too
been
much.
this way?
I mean, I fidget. I have
Sure.
I have fidgeting habits, but they're small. They're
Got it.
hand. It's usually one hand based.
Interesting.
I
used to
roll
be-
paper balls.
Uh-huh.
If I
No
sit
way.
at a desk for a long period of time, you will see paper balls accumulate on the floor and desk.
Whoa.
And you shoot them out of a spit thing
I do use spit.
at kind of your coworkers and
Yeah, I hurt
Enemies.
people.
You're a real Dennis the Menace.
As a tick, I sort of hurt others.
Whoever's
I'm a menace,
closest
yeah.
to me. Yeah. Are you a
Whoever's
rip the
around.
beer label off the beer bottle kind of guy? You
Yes,
okay.
100%.
See, I'm more of
Really?
a finger in my mouth, biting my fingernails type guy.
I wish I did that. Because that's nice. You stay kind of shorn, right? If you
I'm
do that.
extremely shorn.
Let me see.
I'm extremely
Oh,
shorn.
wow. Even more than me. And
Yeah,
I'm pretty
yeah.
shorn.
I've never had fingernails in my entire life
Wow.
because I just bite them off the second they
I mean, I also really don't like having long fingernails.
Yeah.
I was almost late for the bus heading over here because I was clipping my nails.
No way.
Yeah.
What'd you do with those nail clippings?
Well, I
Mixed-
sat in the
mixed media art.
bathtub.
In the bat? Were you naked in the bathtub taking a bath?
No, I was wearing this outfit, sitting in a dry bath. And they
Wait,
sort
why'd
of,
you do it there?
For like the blast radius
because
of
there's
the
a blast.
toenail?
Yeah, you
Okay.
can't
sure.
always guarantee
That's true.
the landing.
That's true.
That is an
And then
interesting
I
personal
turned
detail
on the
about you
water.
that I know now.
Yeah.
You turn on the water to flush them down?
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
And I don't like people. I'll see people sometimes in public clipping their nails, and I understand why they're doing that.
Yes.
They don't want the blast
see.
to occur in their home.
Ugh.
The blast.
But it's repulsive.
Finger- Fingernails
Well, I
is
think
fine.
Those nails are going to clog up your drain there pretty soon.
It's a lot of
A
keratin.
few more months. But they're natural, so maybe they will kind of.
I don't have long girls' hair though, so that I think
That- it does
makes
make
up for
up
it.
for it.
Yeah,
That always pisses me
But-
off.
long girls' hair.
Long
Do you
girls'
think
hair
I'll
in the
have
shower.
to
Ugh,
let
come
my
on.
associate,
Get it together.
one of my friend who you're moving in with, I will maybe have to let him know about your habit and say.
I think that's respectful. I'd rather have that than toenails on the floor.
that's true. That's
Mhm.
true. In the
I
drain.
put a book down, maybe a magazine, and then I clip over the book and I lose some.
Oh, you do clip because you clip your toenails.
clip my toenails.
Okay.
Not my fingernails.
You don't bite those off.
I don't bite. I have. I've
Mm.
done the
It
bend
works, right?
just to see if I can get down there. And I can. And I
Wait,
can.
explain the book though. I don't know.
I
If
don't get
The book
Yeah.
is like, that's
Why are
where
you
my
using
nails...
literary approach to
That's-
clipping your
No,
toenail.
well, it
Oh,
actually
okay.
makes quite a bit-
Non-fiction or
if you just-
fiction?
if you let me just, it actually makes quite a bit of
Okay.
sense. The toenails actually fall onto the book. So it functions as a...
like a bookmark.
Do you underline the words? Do you underline the words that your nails fall
Now I
onto?
feel like you're being facetious.
I'm just curious.
Now I feel like you're being
just curious
an
why
asshole.
you choose to do it.
Because you were 30 minutes late today, so you don't get to be that.
Okay, I hurt
Trolling.
myself skating this.
I just use
Completely
a
thrown me
a
off.
catch-all, but some
Right.
get lost in the blast. So I count 10 toes. There should be 10 toenail clippings on the book when I'm done.
One clipping per toenail.
clipping
You do a
per-
clean slice.
No, I'm bullshitting you.
All
Maybe
right,
20.
all
Maybe
right.
20 clippings.
So you count
I
20.
count after,
Yeah.
and usually I miss
Seems
my
about
mark.
right. I must be shorn now.
Yes, I'm shorn. I'm not even gonna look. And I'm cutting like diagonals. Like I like a straight.
Mm.
I like
You
a 90-degree
a
angle.
point.
Yeah.
the Wolverine kind of.
The Wolverine claw.
Yes, I like that.
That's
That's
right.
fun. That's fun.
Yeah,
I just do it in my bed,
that's not good.
and then afterwards I pick up every single one with the tissue,
with a tissue.
Really?
See, this
and then I
gets
crumble it
into.
into a tissue, and I throw it away.
Did you guys have friends when you were a
Oh.
kid that's their thing was being a germaphobe?
I guess.
Is their thing?
Germaphobe
That's like their
kids?
thing.
I feel like I don't remember.
I had a friend in
kid
middle school
friends
who was
being
like,
germaphobes.
"I'm a germaphobe." That's like my thing.
I think I
okay.
am.
So you couldn't
yeah.
drink their drink. It was like their
Oh, sure.
identity for middle school.
Okay.
And I hate those people. And I think that chewing your fingernails legitimately has made me get sick less because I eat dirt and poop.
Your immune
Mhm.
system is stronger.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm just eating dirt and poop.
Yeah,
all the
Right.
poop
time.
flakes a lot. Yeah,
Do you
because
think-
you're wiping and some are getting stuck in those
course.
claws and you're.
And then I'm going like
and
this.
then you're touching
Yeah.
bees and honey and you're licking
Well, this was a
that.
long time ago.
Okay.
Do you think when you're in a bathroom and you smell poop,
I do.
there's
All
do you think
right. Sorry.
it is a podcast? Do you think
It
there's
is a podcast.
that means there is poop in your nose, right?
Yes.
That's what that means.
Well, yeah.
Poop particles.
I don't like that.
I've
Yeah.
had
When
roommates-
I learned that that's what smelling
Is?
smelling is touch. It's
That's
horrifying.
I don't like that.
Yeah. Anything you smell is the deepest touch.
In
It's
your
you.
it's right in
You're
there.
being penetrated by the.
poop follicles. And there's
Yeah.
people who would say, "Don't worry, your nose filters that poop."
Don't worry, your nose gets it.
That's
Your
what
nose knows.
That's
it's not
what
a big
booger
deal.
is. But it's already in there. It's in my body. A stranger's poop is inside of me.
Well, what do you think about? I've had roommates in the past where they demand flushing the toilet with the top closed.
I've heard of that.
I think it's a little ridiculous.
Why to prevent it from?
Them all like in COVID time, it was like people were being like, COVID spreads through poop. Do you remember this?
Yes.
That if you had
COVID
Don't
spreads.
know if I remember
people
that.
COVID
said-
spreads poop.
People said if you had COVID and you took a shit in a public restroom, like you could
Your COVID particles.
potentially get COVID through that. I mean, this is
From
this is in
huffing
the
poop.
wacky era of spraying your fucking cereal boxes in
Oh
the
my
grocery
God.
store.
Oh my God.
I mean, it's just like, ugh. Now we can laugh at it, but at the time,
At the
but
time
I do think maybe a little bit there was some truth to that.
That COVID
But I had a
spreads through poop.
roommate in 2021, 2022 time who she would demand that we flush with the toilet closed, and I would never really do it
Yeah.
because it's
You know, I've
my
gotten
little
in
secret.
quite a bit of trouble about the toilet stuff with ex-partners.
Sure.
You leave it all.
Yeah, I'm a creative. I
Yeah.
have bigger fish to fry.
Yeah.
I have ideas to wrestle with.
Mhm.
I'm not concerned with the toilet, you know?
You finish taking a shit and then you raise the seat.
And I go,
I'm a guy
I
after
go,
all.
but yeah, that was a major factor in my breakup. So it's interesting. I think it's too much. You guys are freaking out about that stuff.
What's
Like,
the most irrational thing a girl's ever been mad at you about?
probably toilet seat.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy, right? Crazy.
I also don't fuck with bidets because I don't think poop and technology should touch.
There should be no tech.
There should be no tech. It should
Yeah.
remain a peasant's
Kind of agree on that.
exchange. There should be water and pipes, but that's it.
What
When I
about
see poop
A
matter,
toilet feels pretty low tech to me.
yeah.
Yeah.
But when I see poop matter in like a Japanese gizmo on my toilet, I'm like, that's gross. They shouldn't be that close.
I guess I don't really understand how, but is it coming up out of the?
No. It's a little like if this is the toilet.
I mean,
It's
I've used them, but
then.
I don't know where the water's coming from because I've never installed.
Oh,
them
maybe
or
it does
looked
suck it.
closely.
No, it doesn't suck it from the bowl because that would mean you'd poop. And then it's like,
That's
No,
what I
but
was concerned with. Yeah.
it's blasting your ass with poop
It's
water.
from the top part.
It's from the top.
But where-
tube
the
through
hole-
the top. Yeah,
the geyser is
the guys
in
there.
there.
but it's a little bit higher.
It's higher.
It's higher.
Somehow you're like not shitting on it, but if you really,
you must sometimes,
explosively
yeah.
diarrhea.
And there's some
Sometimes
that
you spray.
There's some that aim.
Yeah,
like I've seen
crazy.
ones where you see a visual of your rectum and you can target it.
and you have a
Really?
joystick.
No,
You have a
I
joystick
haven't
to kind
seen
of
that.
I thought you don't like
perfectly-
technology, like,
I don't.
but you like games.
I like
Oh, you
computers.
too.
I like the gamification of shitting.
That's true.
So
That's true.
How many times a day do you shit?
maybe once.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm a 1 every day.
I'm not a 1 every day. I'm like a
Okay.
1.
You're
3
a
days go
maybe.
by. I'm a 3.
You said maybe before
I'm a
your
maybe.
number.
I'm
You're
a
a maybe.
maybe.
You're a variable.
I think my digestive system is weird. I don't eat food until like 4 p.m. and I just drink coffee and
you're regular. Shit, shower, shave every morning.
Sure.
And I'm not like that.
Sometimes I
Sure.
forget to shave or shower here and there, but,
But you will
I'm trying to
shit.
work on that. I shit every morning.
In
Just
the morning.
once.
like
After
clockwork.
coffee.
Yes.
Like clockwork.
Usually. Yeah.
God, that must.
You have a
feel
really
good.
healthy bowel.
I think it's normal, but I know some people who they're 4 or 5 a day, and they have justified that as normal, and that I kind of pissed me off. I go,
That-
I'll say it. Richard Bond poops 4 times a day. And
Are they micro sessions?
I mean,
like
I think that guy
gotta
just consumes
consumes
a
a lot of lard and potatoes
of
and-
cool like local,
natural wine and
Greenpoint
oysters.
breakfast tacos, and
I'm
then
just
he gets
shitting them out.
a pierogi like pop
At a
up
pop-up,
fusion
yeah.
kind of Japanese pierogies in Ridgewood, and then
Jamaican
he's just
ramen
sharding
noodles.
it out
Yeah.
constantly. But that he's
Blasting.
consuming a lot more food than I am.
But normal is overrated.
Thank
Right?
you.
It's cool to be weird, actually. And
Thank you, Matthew.
Is it still cool to be weird, or you think we're sliding back into some sort of normie recession?
Hmm.
Sydney
That's a
Sweeney.
Very good question. Yes, because Sydney Sweeney's weird.
Well, no, she's
or
normal.
she's normal.
Wait, I'm starting to feel like
wait a second.
I'm starting to feel like you maybe are following. You know,
That's
Sydney
weird.
Sweeney.
She is weird. Isn't it kind
I
of
think she's weird for a normal girl,
people are attracted to how like weird or like
or how weird her body is.
yeah, it's weird.
yeah.
It is weird.
It is weird.
right?
It's weird.
A little bit.
It's almost unnatural.
Yeah.
Giant.
That's my understanding anyway.
My understanding is
Is
that
that-
Sydney Sweeney is a reincarnation of the once a decade blonde bombshell. She's our Kate Upton, even though I had Kate Upton as well. She's our Dolly Parton.
Mhm.
And that to
Goldie
me is a
Hawn?
normal archetype.
It's not normal. It's weird. It's think of how few people are
Okay.
ever cast on Euphoria, for instance. That's bizarre.
Maud Apatow. No.
Mhm.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
Maud.
Great writer and filmmaker. One of our past guests said that she's a great filmmaker.
Maud.
Incredible. Maud.
Uh-huh.
I like that name.
Maud.
Maud.
Yeah.
Sort of unassuming and gentle. British.
Oh, Maud.
Oh, Maud.
It's nice.
You were as timid as a little mouse, Maud.
Matthew, I have a question. Oh, the camera might have.
Yeah,
cut
I got it.
out.
Yeah.
Okay.
I worry about that.
You got to bring up the notes, guys?
No. We're just free throw it.
We're
flowing.
gonna act like this is all
We're
kind of
free
extemporaneous. Okay.
We don't have notes.
We don't do notes.
We
just-
freestyle.
but I do have a question. You are a writer, and dare I say it, I enjoy a good amount.
You're an amazing writer.
I'm a
Matthew's
big
amazing.
fan of the
Thank you so
book
much,
you
guys.
wrote called Matthew. Is that your real ID on the back?
That is it's not my real ID, which is
Which is
Which
its
is
own
actually
thing.
travel document.
Yeah.
So
Which I still haven't done. I'm like,
Yeah, me neither.
Still haven't gone to the
Yeah.
DMV.
but it is
Oh,
my
okay.
driver's license.
And has that caused you issues? Posting that on the cover, actually.
I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, I posted
This
it
driver's
on
license
my
is available for the
Instagram
public.
and Twitter a few months before the book came out.
Yeah.
And I don't know if there's any relationship between these two events, but shortly after that, I started being hectored by debt collectors for
Hector.
like $150,000 debt.
Holy shit.
And yeah, every 6 months or so,
Damn. That's
they-
got to be
they pester me.
fake.
I mean, they've brought my credit down. They've like halved my credit. Like when they do this and I ignore them, they like bring my credit down.
Damn.
And then I just call the bureaus and say, bring it back up. These guys
Call the
aren't
the
real.
bureaus.
I call the bureaus.
I mean, to me, it sounds like a worthy price to pay to sling some copies of a
Yeah,
great book.
It
called
hasn't done
Matthew.
harm. Yeah, and it really helps with sales.
I think
This
so.
guy's
I mean, it's
so bold.
It
He
is
has
so
his
bold.
driver's license.
Good God, I
He's willing
wanna
to reveal his address and
flip
height and
this
weight,
open.
his eye color.
Yeah.
It says burn on the
Oh.
burn. Isn't that kind of amusing?
That is kind of amusing.
Burn.
Subtly amusing.
Burn.
You are a writer, Matthew. That's
I am a
wild.
writer.
You are a
What
writer
kind of
with a book.
advice would you have for any up and coming writers out there?
Don't write from experience.
Okay.
Really?
Yes.
That
Right
feels-
from
And don't find your voice.
And just don't write.
Don't write. I mean, you can write. Yeah.
You can write down some passing thoughts.
But do it for the money.
right. That's what we're all doing it for.
It's not, don't self express. There's no value. You're not going to reframe the world and human experience. It's a job.
It's a job.
Yeah.
Do you prefer a reliable or irreliable narrator?
Reliable.
Reliable.
Someone who tells it straight.
That's a
Yeah.
great. That's a great
Cool,
question.
Yeah.
cool.
And is it mostly first person, second person, or third?
My
writing.
book, Matthew.
There's fourth and fifth. I don't know if you're aware.
Really?
Yeah, it just happened a few years ago in the.
Did you say
literary world.
second too?
I said second.
You said second. Okay.
But
yeah.
he doesn't even know about fourth.
There's fourth and
There's
fifth.
ninth too.
There's ninth.
Yeah.
What's fourth and
It was
fifth?
all the way
Come
up.
on.
Come on, we
Tell,
all
tell the man.
I-
tell the man.
I feel stupid. I feel like an idiot. I don't know.
it means you're writing from a dinner party based perspective. A
right.
Thanksgiving
Mm.
A
dinner
collective union.
based novel, yes,
Okay.
where every chapter is a different person at the novel.
Okay.
That's the ninth perspective, you dumbass.
right.
idiot. Yeah.
Okay, that's my bad.
Yeah,
So it
no-
has to be
no problem.
Thanksgiving party
And
night.
then, I mean, a good writer like Matthew would also write from the turkey's perspective.
Mm.
Yes.
Mhm.
You know.
You've written from the perspective of sperm.
Yes.
Oh,
Certainly,
yes,
a turkey
that's
couldn't
true.
be so challenging.
My book actually, I did conceive of it as an experiment in first person omniscient, which I think is a slept. People
And
do it.
Will doesn't know what omniscient means.
No, I do.
I
like
do.
God.
Yes.
Cool.
But normally with first person, you're limited to your own to the person's mind.
Right. But you know all as a sperm.
I love knowing all as a sperm. I love knowing what's happening miles away from a limited
Knowing about
POV.
events. Yeah.
And do you believe in writing for up and coming writers, writing 20 pages a day?
Sure. Yeah. Whatever floats your boat. If you like it.
What about writing under the influence?
And then editing maybe not under the influence. Sober.
Cold sober.
Cold in the light of day.
I've never really done that much.
Yeah.
I've never really. I've always wanted to do something else. If I'm
Sure.
on something.
Yeah. And say, for example, you're someone out there and mainly you write about your sexual experiences.
Take Viagra, you're saying, for the writing process.
Yeah, I mean, it would help. Would that help?
It might, honestly.
Do you think people should do that more?
I think I mean, I
You-
think writing with an erection probably is a good idea.
Have you guys ever taken Viagra?
Yes.
Does it make you horny or it just makes you hard?
I've taken it. Makes you hard.
Makes you hard as a, it makes you hard as a rock.
and I think therefore a little more horny
Because you're
like,
just
God damn.
It's sort of annoying. I gotta
Damn.
figure this out.
Yes.
Yeah, it makes you hard as a rock. Seriously,
Seriously,
you'll be like
for
I guess
hours,
like a rock or something.
some kind of stone
Yeah, it
rock
lasts for
or-
about 4 hours. You generally have to go to the hospital.
every time.
Well, you go to the hospital after the 5th hour.
Is that how it works?
Yeah, if you haven't released yet. Because usually your
could-
penis will start to enlarge a little bit and
Oh my
change in
God.
coloration and
Oh my
turn
God.
a little purple.
Right.
And that's when you go to the hospital. But
Yeah.
but when you're at the hospital, the nurses and doctors are pretty psyched to see. They're
To-
kind of like, nice.
You know,
Get some
Viagra.
gaps.
Viagra also works on girls.
Makes the
It engorges the. I call it the clitoris, or I'm looking at the clitoris.
Right.
The clitor.
The cl-
Actually, don't know.
the clitoris,
Clitoris.
and then there's the clitoral hood.
what do you mean?
There's the clitoral
You're saying a
hood.
girl
Yeah.
could
I'm always,
You know about the
I'm
hood.
always thinking about.
You know about the hood.
I know about the hood.
Nice.
I know about the hood.
Wow.
I'm always thinking about that hood.
You're saying girls can take Viagra.
Girls can take
I
it
never knew this.
and experience immense benefits on blood pressure.
Pleasure.
Skin, it clears the skin, like
Mhm.
acne. And
Mhm.
stuff.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
Yeah.
Like Ozempic.
Yeah.
What are those other things?
Have you ever
Peptides?
written something that's gotten you, dare I say, horned up? Some erotic fiction.
I think I have. Yeah, when I was
think you have
younger.
too.
Yeah,
I
definitely
almost
have,
know
yeah.
you have.
Were you being horny in the moment while writing it, or upon reading it later? You
Sorry,
said
guys, I'm getting a call.
it's all good.
Take it.
Hey, can I call you back in, I don't know, maybe
23.
23 minutes or something? I'm currently recording a podcast. Okay. No, don't apologize. It's not
Who
a big
is
deal. Babe.
Oh.
Okay. Bye. Aw.
Aw. She didn't know you were on the Male Loneliness Project today. That's okay.
I told her.
Okay. Okay.
But maybe
Must
I
have
was
gone in
so-
one ear, out the other. you
Yeah.
know? Like most of this freaking podcast does.
I'm always telling her about you guys.
Thank you.
You know, I had someone for the first time express to me that they're concerned about my social media posting recently.
Who was it?
I'm not going to name names. It's a gentleman at a film event.
Okay.
And I said, because I was thinking about this when you said that men usually don't ruminate on their loneliness. And
Uh-huh.
I'm looking at myself going, I'm the creator and co-host of the Male Loneliness Project. That's pretty ruminated.
Uh-huh. Sure.
And we always have a joke where this podcast feels a lot different depending on how sexually active you are.
Right.
If you're sort of up, hard as a rock,
You're talking about for listeners or for the
For the-
us?
For the
us.
doers.
Right,
For the
right,
doers.
right. Okay,
you're
yeah,
fine.
yeah.
I mean, you got
Yeah.
a phone call from a babe on
Right.
air.
Yeah.
You feel good being
I
on the Male
planned
Loneliness
that.
Project.
It was cool.
That's Pierce Campion.
babe.
Babe.
But then if you're kind of in a lull or you're feeling kind of insecure about whatever, and you're like, I host a Male Loneliness Project podcast.
Right. You slip into doing something that is
Yeah, I'm like,
possibly overly sincere.
yes. And
I
that
guess
is
let's
part-
really get into the weeds
I
here.
guess,
you
yeah,
know?
let's actually talk about
Let's
this
actually
for
figure out this
research.
problem that we're all
Yeah.
facing. Yeah.
with some nuance and wisdom
Yeah.
from our guests.
Was the person who was scolding you about your usage saying that
They weren't
the
scolding.
MLP was
No,
what
no,
was
no.
scary?
they
Or
were
other
they were
parts?
pretty vague, and they actually said it was kind of good to see. But I was kind of like, oh, I forget that people are
Right.
sort of tracking my emotions through the internet.
And seeing like a one-to-one like correspondence
Yeah.
between like Will's really representing how he's doing
Yeah,
at
yeah,
this
yeah,
moment
yeah.
in time.
It feels like there's some legitimateness to this.
Yeah.
Legitimateness.
I mean, I face that all the time, and it's very weird to me. Like, I'll meet people who've known me from the internet. They're like, "Oh, I thought you'd be
Damn, yeah.
a scary person." Or
Wow, that
something.
is
And I
interesting.
don't even think of my social media presence as
As particularly
scary or
scary.
particularly off-putting.
Yeah.
But I guess it doesn't represent me in the least. So, and it's inconsistent. So I'm sure some people
You don't
draw
think
weird-
it does represent you? You're
I
online.
mean, it represents my sensibility, I guess, what
Yeah.
I like. But I don't think I'm ever sharing much about my life or real beliefs or
Yeah.
yeah.
You and William are both like that. My roommate William also kind of has an online persona, and people meet him and they're like,
Right.
"Oh, I thought you would be like more autistic, or like this was all a bit." And I think that is interesting. You guys
Right.
both have that.
Yeah. Well, because he, and also, and I guess, yeah, I too don't like say I'm doing a character.
Yeah,
I've always
yeah,
been
yeah.
very allergic to that.
Of
To, like,
course.
I'm going to say something weird right now.
Yeah.
But just so you know, it is this type of,
Of guy.
yeah. And when I was like writing when I was doing the SNL arc accidentally.
Mhm.
I mean, I never like planned to do that. I just had it in my bio that
Yeah.
like, I'm an SNL writer, and then everyone read everything I put online through that.
Totally.
So I guess I unintentionally,
Was playing a character.
yeah. But
But then do you ever find yourself like, shut up? You meet people and you're like annoyed at them?
for that reaction,
Yeah, like,
kind of,
yeah. Just like, come on.
it seems kind of simple-minded,
Yeah.
right? Like you really
Yeah.
think when you're. I mean, it just seems. I mean, honestly, when people are annoyed by the internet or feel like upset by social media, it always seems like they're just experiencing it wrong. Like
Totally.
they're taking it too literally.
Yeah.
as, Like being mad that social media is fake. Like you think any of it's real? Like
Yeah, no.
you think it's possible to be real?
Yeah.
That's yeah.
I kind of view it as a collective dream space
Sure,
at this
yeah.
current moment.
Yeah.
And I think it's funny when people complain about people being annoying, or, I mean, William gets that all the time. And I kind of view that through him.
Right.
But I'm like, I don't know. Yeah, you're allowed to
It's a space.
be weird
to
on there. Chill
yeah.
out.
You
Post
just put
about getting
pictures and words.
Videos
Yeah.
and words.
Well, I feel like to me, what's weirder
We're
is
having a good
seeing
time.
someone I like went to high school with be like, discount sushi at Whole Foods on a Wednesday, and it's just like them and their like boyfriend, like, and it's like, why would you post it on your Instagram story? It's
Right.
so utterly
Also, just
boring.
Yeah.
why are
nothing.
you, as Alex Senti, still aware that person that you
I
knew
think-
15
Yeah.
years ago?
But like to me, that's so weird. Or like just like someone I like, they don't post for 6 months. They're like, Lakers got to win on the story. And it's like,
Right.
why would you post on the story? But then they're probably viewing. But we're just inside. I'm like, everyone I follow is like,
That's a beautiful
Weird
thing, though.
comedian.
When there's like no awareness of the like semiotics
Yeah.
of posting, you're
Sure.
simply like,
I was
had this
moved.
thought, like, yeah, I'm gonna say it. This
Yeah.
isn't even for my close local friends
Yeah.
necessarily. This is simply like a form of like hip hip hooray.
Yeah.
But I just happen to be typing.
But I do value that. I think that's a cool thing that it gives you. Is like, I'm excited about this thing right now.
Mhm.
Woohoo!
yeah.
Speak it.
Well, I'm thinking right now, like I've been aware, I've followed Matthew and Jay. I'm realizing now, like since like before I moved to New York, like 2018, maybe I like followed you guys on Twitter, and I think at that point, not to be too genuine about it, but what you guys were
Shit.
writing was like mocking the like average person's Facebook posts in a way where it's like once I became aware of you guys, it like ruined so many people I knew. Like I was like, doing like I was like in an improv group at ASU, and like half of them would just earnestly post what you guys were posting. And anyways, I
Well,
don't know,
your
I guess
stuff has always been weird because it is a weird mix of irony and sincerity.
Mhm.
but it's also like it's like replicating like
Yes.
what the average contemporary person on the internet
Yes.
like would post of just like I'm married to Taco Bell, like just hitting that. But there's like so beautiful about like you read like someone's Facebook post from 10 years ago and they're just earnestly like
I mean, yeah, those are the best posts.
yeah,
They truly are.
But I feel like you guys were really committed at that point to like replicating what was like
That's certainly one
Yeah.
of your skills.
social media humor,
Thank
like
you.
Yeah.
like Kesha, pu, like, take a shower. I don't know.
Nothing burger.
I'm trying to just riff off some 2015,
kind of language.
but yeah, but it was like that's a very like I guess I don't know. There's always been irony then, but then it was so like the sense of humor back.
But where
then.
are we now? I feel like irony
don't
was
even
like
know.
the shit in like 2017, and now we're in sort of a. I can't tell if I feel like we're in a weird cultural place because I'm now 31 and I'm like backing away from the internet and not trying to understand it all the time, or if we just are in a weird place. I mean, we are in a weird place.
Yeah, we're in a weird place. I'm in a weird place. Yeah.
You're in a weird
I,
place.
I mean, a
Yeah.
few years
It
ago,
is
I
hard
was-
to tell, though.
I feel like we used to be more even on the same page as the internet. but-
everyone's kind of different. Yeah,
Gen Alpha, man,
I
they
was
blew
seeing
it.
people a few years ago in kind of a Times Square literary scene say something like, "We're in sincerity."
Yeah.
But then that wasn't sincere.
That was supposed to happen, but
Right.
it didn't
They
happen.
would say like it's new sincerity, ironies, but it's like them doing.
But then they
that.
were like, I sexually assaulted a girl. And you're like, that's not really
Yeah.
what we're talking about.
"Yeah,
Yeah, we have we're all very sincere about our assaults, it seems like. Or not we, but yeah, we as a,
As a collective.
yeah, there's no irony there.
There's no irony
Yeah.
there. And there's
No, there's never been that much irony online, I don't think.
You don't think?
I mean, I see people saying like there's irony poisoning, or we need to bring back sincerity. But the most sincere things you see are just posts saying we need to bring back sincerity.
Yeah.
And that's really it. There's not that much. I don't know. Is
Yeah.
there?
I also think you are sincere.
Thank you.
I think you
You're
walk this
extremely
like
sincere.
amazing like tightrope line between the Twin Towers. When that happened, what's that guy? The French
Which
guy.
was a negative event. Yeah.
Which was negative, but it was
Yeah.
so beautiful. And actually, that guy, he got arrested when he walked between the Twin Towers.
Oh, I
But
thought you were
then-
talking about the attacks.
before
That
that.
was
Before, right.
a great piece of
Well,
performance.
it was also
art.
it's
It was,
beautiful. It
yeah.
was beautiful.
That's actually the final paper I wrote in college was 9/11. If you were thinking about it as like a Joseph Beuys happening, like talking about it as a piece of art, I cooked on that paper, bro. I got an A-.
That's amazing. I would love to read that paper.
It's pretty good.
Him and Pierce both had the same like.
We had the
professor
same
who was a
scary,
9/11 teacher.
Dark
and
academia
it's what
teacher.
really fueled them into.
He
their creative
tapped us
pursuits.
like crazy.
I mean, I remember. Yeah. You guys, when I first got hung out with you guys and realized you actually both had like
A dark Sith
5
Lord.
hour long like takes and thoughts on 9/11.
Yeah.
and in an abstract, in an art like way, and in a.
He fucked me though because that was the last class I had before I graduated, and he was very unabashedly. His name's Michael Dahan. He's amazing. He looks like a Sith Lord, and he told us he was like, I would be a heroin addict if I didn't do like academia. Like I
Really?
just like stay up all night reading shit and writing shit. Like I'm just like an addict, and we were like, cool, bro. And he made us watch like Solo, 120 Days of Sodom
Cool.
in class. No one else watched it. I watched the whole movie, and he's like, who watched it? I was the only person that raised my hand.
lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I liked it. And then he was like, all right, we're not going to talk about it then because only one person watched it. And I was like,
Oh, you guys
bro.
didn't get to talk about it in class?
No,
That's so sad.
But he was just introducing a lot of horrible shit to us that I was really into. But then I graduated college and had an extremely negative outlook on the world for like a year
because of this guy.
because
You
of
got-
that fucking guy.
You got brain poison.
I got brain poisoned by him.
I have a bone to pick with Salo, by the way.
Okay, what are we talking?
Great movie, but really misrepresents the Marquis de Sade. The shit-eating scene in that movie,
Yep.
it's depicted as this very negative, kind of like torturous thing. In the original, the book is better than the movie. In the original, the shit-eating is this joyful
Whoa.
embracing
It's a
of
feast.
life. It's 75 pages on recipes, on what
Come
sort
on.
of diet children should be fed to create the best tasting shit.
Well,
And it's all about this like special rare pleasure of eating shit.
Poo-poo.
You're
and
saying there's
it's
a
not simply a
difference-
torture you inflict.
There's a difference of eating children's feces versus adult.
I guess
It's more refined.
I guess they eat adult shit in the film.
Okay,
right?
but in the book,
in
they
the book
only
it's
eat
all
children's.
ages.
All
It's
age-
children. It's
Okay,
old
okay.
ladies. Yeah.
because their
can cut
their
this part
bowels.
out.
No. I mean, this is
Their bowels are more are fresh. They've eaten less gunk.
It's like
I think that
veal.
is, they're
Yeah.
fresh.
Yeah,
Yeah. And I
okay.
think the recommendation is feeding children an all meat diet, I think.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I didn't know Marquis de Sade got that gnarly with
Well,
it.
Oh, he's very gnarly.
He's been doing
Yeah.
some stuff.
Does he talk about eating like logs versus?
Yeah, it's all about the kind of consistency and
Got it,
viscosity.
different
yeah,
kind
yeah.
of levels.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's cuckoo bananas.
That is cuckoo. That's loco.
That's loco.
Marquis de Sade. Well, I watched that in college, and it was a bad time. It was a dark night of the soul that semester,
Mm.
and I'm not going to get into why. But one of my roommates overdosed on drugs.
and then something bad happened that kind of ruined the year after that.
Yeah, two more bad things happened. That was the beginning of the end. In LA, I lived in LA, and that all happened to me. I said, "This place sucks." I was in Hollywood without a car,
Mm.
working at the Upright Citizens Brigade,
Mm.
intern, TV development intern.
You cut your teeth there, right? That's how you got cast as a writer.
That's why I got cast
My
as a
bad.
writer
Sorry,
in
someone told me
Saturday
that.
Night Live.
Okay,
I did two
weren't in
shows at the UCB.
space.
No.
Got it. You were in the more.
I was in.
you were at LACMA.
No, I did the name of another alternative, shittier improv theater.
okay.
If I could think of that,
Second
that'd
City.
be funny, right?
Second City.
Second City.
what's that
Annoyance
place?
Theater in Chicago.
LACMA's
Yeah,
the
yeah,
Los
yeah.
Angeles
Oh, what's that
Contemporary
place?
Museum of
the
Art.
Pack.
Yes, the
The
pack.
Pack.
Yes, I was deeply involved in the pack.
I
was,
also a little bit. I think that was me and Pierce's first show. maybe.
Really?
Yeah. When did we first meet? You marked a turning point in my life in LA. Definitely meeting you.
I think we met at your show at the Elysian.
Pierce and I.
Yes.
Number.
And I had some minor role as a police officer.
Oh yes,
Yes.
I remember that
Yeah.
in the caveman sketch.
Hmm.
And you met Pierce on the internet.
I met Pierce I guess Pierce was familiar with me from the internet. But then we met, or Pierce recognized me, at a screening of Vera Drew's The People's Joker.
Yes.
We both worked on.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
What did you do on that movie?
I said faggot.
Okay.
Really?
I appear as a flashback. Vera Drew in high school, pre-transition, and I think I say like, "You're not some kind of like faggot, are you?"
You
I'm
accost.
sort of the like bro bad friend.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I still haven't seen that movie. I want to see that movie.
I watched it. I don't remember you. But Pierce like wrote something.
Yeah, I saw it.
I don't remember you. But I'm almost like I
remember
should have
shit.
remembered
Yeah.
you. I was a fan of you when I watched
Well,
that.
when I
Why
act,
didn't I remember?
I
The hell?
really
It's just yeah.
I do
Yeah.
sort of a Daniel Day-Lewis thing.
Sure.
where I don't act, where I'm just sort
Well, I
of.
bet it was scary
being a
to
carpenter or whatever.
watch you say that
It was really
in
scary.
a film.
It must have been.
Yeah, I think so.
That's probably why you blacked out.
It must have been
Yeah.
scary for me to see someone I admire.
Yeah, you
say slurs like that.
That was why you
Personally.
popped a Zanny bar
Hey.
and blacked out.
Corvette. Sorry, Will and I kind of. It's like you and Pierce don't really tap into that. I think
We don't really
kind
have
of
bits together,
rapping,
no.
going,
Hey.
doing rap. Like,
Pierce will occasionally sing next to me.
Yes, Pierce
and it
loves to
freaks
sing.
you out.
I just want to
He's got a great
be
voice.
sociable.
He
He has a
does.
great voice, but I always want to, when someone is doing that, I always want to kind of join them and show that I'm like with it and
Yeah.
not with it culturally, but that I really support what they're doing.
Sure.
But I don't know how to do that. to be
Okay,
honest.
this is what I don't like. I like this is the opposite.
Mm.
If I'm freestyling, like in company,
Yeah. Good company.
I don't like it when someone like cuts me off and then starts freestyling.
Oh, I got something too.
yeah. One of my roommates does that a lot, and
Really?
it pisses me off.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say
And
anything.
Doesn't matter.
he can't really match the flow.
Yeah, I'm just like
Will and Pierce are both amazing freestylers. Will's a little bit better.
Definitely better.
But Pierce also is
Pierce
pretty good.
recently wrote this rap about the
It's
Benjamin
great.
Button thing,
Yeah.
and I was like,
Button disease.
"You're suffering from a classic affliction that affects white rappers, which is overwriting, where it's like, check out the triplets on this, and like each word is a pun." And he got hit by that, and I saw that happen.
you
gotta
got
be
hit
lit-
by it?
He got hit
Oh,
by
is it?
that.
Mm.
Yeah, you gotta be a little bit more looser. Not everything has to be.
Every
Sure.
word just
Wordplay.
every word means something.
You're more of a Jack
Ah.
Harlow, and Pierce is more of an Eminem.
I don't like that.
I think so.
Couldn't have that.
I think so.
Not
I think that's
exactly.
fair.
I think that is unfortunately true.
I think
You're
it's
right.
And who
fairly-
unfortunately is
When
a
you're
little
right,
bit more
you're
swagged out?
Pierce.
Jack Harlow.
Okay.
Mm.
And he has those funny hats now that he's wearing.
Exactly.
Oh, and you wear hats
and
Sometimes.
sometimes,
I'll-
right? You have.
I'll sport a cap.
Yeah.
Matthew,
No,
what's the loneliest you've ever felt in your life?
Loneliest I've ever felt in my life. Probably. Well, that's the thing. I think I managed to feel lonely just before school shooter age.
Which is
Pre-puberty.
14.
I think,
14
yeah,
Where
that's
did
like
you grow up?
14. LA.
L.A.
I'm from LA.
Wow.
I was born here in New York City,
Uh-huh.
and my family came out to LA when I was a tyke.
So you felt you didn't fit in with the surfer stoner types?
I didn't fit in with the surfer stoner types
Got
in third
it.
grade. Yeah.
I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that much.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
I didn't
almost-
vibe with them.
Kind of thought you were a Albany, New York type.
You have that in you.
Trench coat, kind of cold winters.
I'd give that off.
Trench coat, for sure.
I'm serving that.
You're serving
You're serving
Albany.
trench.
Wow.
Yes.
Did you see the drama?
Camo cut
I
out.
did see the drama.
Did you like it?
Yeah, I thought it was cute. It was a cute romantic
I
comedy.
thought it was a good movie.
I liked it. Then I saw a movie called Our Hero Balthazar, which
Mm.
I didn't like that much. Also about school shootings. And then I'm going, there's sort of a wave of school shooting films. I've seen 2 school shooting films.
I'm disturbed because the book, this novel I'm currently writing, is largely about school shooters, and now
Really?
I feel like I'm
Oh.
coming a little late to the game.
I bet you're going
Well-
to tackle that with swagger and grace.
It'll be very
these
bright and
books.
peppy. And, yeah.
These books, the publishing,
Upbeat.
it takes years. By
It takes
2030,
years,
it'll
yeah.
be back again.
That's
so
the
keep
hope,
chugging.
Yeah.
Keep on chugging.
Yeah, I'll
on
try to
this.
spend 10 years on this.
Are there
I mean,
still a lot
yeah.
of school shootings? Is it the
Yeah,
same?
Maybe,
It's still
maybe
in.
Borgley helped
Can I
curb.
curve? What's that
They
called?
went. It's kind of cringe now.
Slow the curve?
Yeah, slow the curve of
School shootings.
It is a bit cringe. I mean, I thought if I had any issue with the drama, it was that it kind of didn't go hard enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. She was a very likable.
She was likable. I mean,
Zendaya was
Anyone
likable.
should forgive her. I think
it didn't
Like,
strike me as anything
Yeah.
that I would be that disturbed by if someone
Yeah.
told me that or anyone in my world.
I would feel
but I don't
closer
know.
to them.
I think 100%. Yeah.
I think Alana Haim is the real villain in that movie.
Yeah.
It almost seems like he just was reacting more to it being perceived by two other people.
100%.
Like if she had just told him that in bed
Yeah.
one night.
No, you're right. That's the
Okay.
horror of the movie.
Yeah.
Is like people so concerned with prestige and also this marriage where this engagement where they've never talked about their childhoods.
Yeah.
Which I think that occurs. People
Yeah.
they're like, okay, we've dated for 2 years. Like,
We're good.
I like you as you are. I've never really needed to press and find out about how you were in high school or whatever.
Yeah.
That's the first thing I ask when I'm dating someone.
What were you
What
getting
were you
into?
liking? Like,
What kind of choices were you
yeah,
making?
what kind of toys did you play
yeah,
with?
yeah. What was your Christmases like? Sorry.
No, I have nothing to say.
Bat mitzvahs.
I have nothing to say.
Oh.
Bat mitzvah. Yeah.
Oh,
I had a bat mitzvah. Yes.
not me.
Yes. You.
Huh. Dad is.
Papa.
Daddy
Doesn't
Jewish.
count.
It doesn't count, right?
Only half.
There's some cultural stuff that,
Sure.
yeah.
I'll say this: Golden
Mm,
sounds Jewish to me.
yeah.
It's
I
a-
sound Jewish.
So, can you talk any more about
I
this
certainly-
upcoming
Yeah, I can
novel?
speak Yiddish.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Can you say a little something?
I can't really talk about my upcoming novel or speak Yiddish.
Okay.
Uh,
Well, I'm glad to hear you're writing another novel.
I'm very glad.
Well, the first one, what do you even consider that a novel?
It was a collection of short stories.
Do you
collection of
even
Yes.
consider that a novel?
Is
I
it
mean,
even
look
a
at this
novel?
guy.
No, well, I
he just
feel-
needs to be socialized.
No,
all
no,
over
but
again.
it wasn't
seriously,
really-
that's like saying I found a hair in myself.
It wasn't a novel. I know, but I know
Shame
his
on
ass
you.
doesn't consider it a novel.
It's not.
It's not a novel.
I know his
He hasn't
ass
read it.
doesn't consider it
Yeah.
a novel.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't read it because went to many of the live shows in person and saw the pieces being written in real time.
Yeah,
over
but
the
there's
course of
some-
many years.
You watched me, right?
I've
though?
watched him create
Yeah.
them.
No, but you're right. The Hess Press PR team hasn't
us
called it a
the-
novel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a series of
That's very good tracking. You
short
you're actually
fiction
good.
that actually
It's a
flows
series.
well.
It's a series of prose
It
poems.
starts at a younger age. It
Yes.
actually does. There is
Yes.
there's
a bit of a
story.
progression, and there's
But-
a consistent character.
Totally,
I mean,
totally.
inconsistent, but a same named character,
Absolutely.
Matthew Goldin.
But to call it a novel, that's
Which
what
is
just
not
pisses
quite-
me.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sorry. It's just like fucking pisses me off. It's a novella. You could maybe say it's a
Novella.
novella.
Okay, okay.
Sure,
So I'm
sure.
wondering, are
What's
you
a
writing a
chapbook?
novella or a novel?
I'm writing a novel.
Good. Good. I think
Long.
When does it become a novel? 300
125.
125.
That's what people say. 125
Sure.
is the
I'll take it,
novella
yeah.
length. That's where the cutoff is.
I
And look
feel
at
like
this.
I feel like word count.
Word
'cause
count.
You can have a different number of
10K.
words per page.
No, that's
Mm.
not. That's short, actually.
I think
Yeah, it's like a college.
Yeah.
I was
Nothing actually.
briefly, and I did a very very bad job at this, but I
Uh-huh.
was briefly trying to make a living ghostwriting like Amazon
Oh,
romance
yes.
novels.
I
Someone
kinda
told me this
remember when
about
you
you.
were
Yeah.
How
doing
many did you do?
a handful.
Okay.
I wrote a handful, and they did not sell well. I was like really just trying to follow the formula, and
Yeah.
I knew someone who did it who like supports a family doing
Wow.
it. And
Yeah.
I mean, the way he does it is he writes one per month.
Wow.
Damn.
And you look at the trends, the micro trends within the romance genre
Whoa.
for that month, and you just hit every.
What were some of the
note.
trends when you were writing these?
I mean, I wrote.
Just like porn trends.
Yeah, like stepmom.
I wrote
Or-
some. No, I mean, yeah. There's
Brother-in-law.
like alien. I mean,
Yeah.
some of them are really like kinky.
Yeah.
I'm interested in that.
I
kind
wrote
of
like billionaire boss style.
Oh.
Nice, nice.
And now I'm working for him. This asshole. Enemies to lovers.
But it's hot.
and then like micro trends within that.
Wow.
But those were I had to hit 50,000 words for each one of those for it to kind of be accepted as a novel.
Wow. How fast would you crank those out?
One a month.
Okay.
Damn.
Yeah.
Did that guy make his own art outside of that, or he was just fully like?
Well, I feel like the well's dry
Yeah.
once you're doing
Yeah.
that shit, honestly.
I mean, yeah, he was a really great writer outside of that.
okay, so he did make his own
He
work.
made his own work. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
You know what this is kind of changing the subject, but maybe you know this guy. Someone was just telling me this guy worked at Stories Books, like wrote this book. Do you know about this?
John Tottenham.
Yeah, and they said it's
Yes.
like amazing.
It's great.
But it's like
What's
this,
the
it's like
book?
this guy, this older guy, and he's like worked there forever and is really bitter, and he just worked at Stories, and the book is about a guy working at Stories and like
Yeah.
being bitter, but apparently it's like everyone's like it's so funny and well written.
Wait, which one was John?
I don't know. You
'Cause
know
I
him
used to
though?
go to Stories a
British
lot.
guy, sort of
Surly?
cranky, but surly. He sort of leans into it as like a.
Ah,
But that
I mean,
was-
it's real,
I love
but it's
it when
also a
people
bit of a
do that.
performance.
That was
Yeah.
his thing there, and then
No,
I just
yeah.
feel like you would hear about this and be like, "Oh, that guy's working on a book for 10 years," and then it comes out and it would probably suck. But this is a case where it came out and
It's great.
everyone's like, "It's really fun."
What's it
I mean,
called?
I'd read some of his poetry before that because he was
Uh-huh.
like a poet and like art
look it up.
critic, and then he came out with this book published with like semiotext, and it's this novel. It's called Service, and it's about working at stories. It kind of features
John
people
Yeah.
know.
That's cool.
And it's also kind of a send up to like popular like bestseller. Like he's so bitter selling these like bestsellers to the morons. who come into stories books, and people give him writing advice like, if you want like a good book, you need to have a sex scene, and then the next thing that happens in the book is like this person he's dating. There's the bleakest,
Damn.
just most repulsive sex scene. So he ends up like, or he's like making fun of how popular it is for like someone to get sober and be in recovery and then write a tell-all like drug novel. And the whole book is him like talking about wanting to write a book before he gets too old, and so he like takes Adderall to write. So he like hits all of the beats. But it's this like
self-aware,
very self-aware and acerbic. Yeah, it's really great.
You're selling me on it. I'm gonna buy that.
I want to read. No, it sounded
Everyone
really
should read
good.
Service by
But you
John
know him
Tottenham.
I just figured you were in the same circle.
I am in the same circle, and I'm sure if I were another kind of person, I would have found a way through many of our mutual friends to chat in a way where I stand out. But instead, I very, very nervously. I think when I saw him, I said, I really liked your book, by the way. And I also I went to the book launch reading, and I was very eager to get my hands on the book, and I would call stories repeatedly.
Damn.
So, like, is it in stores yet?
Wow.
And,
Does he still work
he
there?
picked up once.
Oh my god.
And I was like, I'm looking for a book called Service by John Tottenham, and I just heard this British guy on the other end being like, he named a name, and he was like, "Are you fucking with me?" Like, so it's his friend.
Yeah. Seems like that should be in the
I
book.
hung up.
That's almost.
Does he still work at Stories though?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
No, I think I really like that. Is like the lore of this like bitter guy working there forever, writing this
share a
work
copy?
out of being angered, and then it's good. But then he still works there, and it's like what other job would make that guy happy? Probably nothing. And he maybe likes to feel angered by.
I probably genuinely would rather not work.
I
at
guess
Stories.
so. I guess so. I guess just live as a
Probably
writer.
want to be a
I guess live
writer,
as a
yeah.
writer
But
and not
Stories
work.
is genuinely a great bookstore. And
I love
community
Stories.
and all of the lame things you can say.
Sure. Yeah.
That's a community.
Any
third
book
stage.
recommendations you can give to our audience? Favorite books everyone should read.
What's your favorite book, Alex?
White Noise.
Really?
Don DeLillo.
I
Great
couldn't
book.
finish
Favorite
it.
book. Only book I've read twice in my life.
I don't really like Don DeLillo that
I love
much.
him.
I'll say it.
I love White
I
Noise.
love him.
I love White
I'm
Lotus.
reading all of his books. That's my favorite book. I think everyone should read, or any of his books. I think I like how he views the world. It's very soothing.
I guess
How he describes stuff is very soothing.
halfway finished the book, and then I watched. They made a movie of
The
recently. Adam
movie,
Driver.
I like the movie, but everyone says the movie's
It
horrible.
was hard to watch.
It's the most a movie has never hit culture. It was like a $200 million budget.
It was just
Adam
released on
Driver
Netflix,
movie
right? Did
that
you
was like
get
dropped on Netflix. No one's even heard of it. No one's noticed
Yeah.
it.
That's awesome.
I think it's great, but I'm like the only one. Everyone's like, ugh. Yeah. Anyways, that's my book.
My favorite book right now, and then Matthew will say one of his favorite books, and then we have to end this episode. I like Tortilla Flat by John Steinbeck.
I gotta read that.
It's a very easy breezy. I think it's like 114 pages, but it's just about a bunch of hobos who are
that
trying to get money for wine, and they like backstab each other constantly. They like sell that guy's shoes. What's that thing where it's like the girl sells her hair for a watch piece?
Yes,
And
and
then-
then he sells
Yeah,
his
yeah, yeah.
watch.
What is that?
For the
The Mandalorian effect? No.
it's the Mandalorian effect. Yeah,
What the fuck is that? You know what I'm talking
it's a
about.
funny
though.
effect. Yeah,
This is like that, but there are 5 of those people who are like hobos in the 1930s, and it's like, you sold my dog for money to buy wine, but then they all get wine and share it every night, and are all forgiven every night. It's it's a fun, good, easy book.
That's old, right?
Yeah.
Kind of.
It's like 1930s,
Wow.
Monterey, California.
Wow.
it's back in the day, huh?
Back in the day,
Yeah,
way back in
that's
the day.
back. Then. I've never read any Steinbeck.
I love Steinbeck. He's my favorite author.
Really?
I just got a John Steinbeck tattoo.
Really?
Let's
It
see
says
it.
Johnny Steinbeck.
Oh, shit.
Per alia porsi. Explain.
That means to the stars on the wings of a pig.
Wow.
And that is his seal.
When did you get that?
Like 2 days ago.
Wow.
Hurt a lot.
Let's shout out the tattoo artist.
Anais, Freaky Chica,
Nice.
Babe in the Woods.
Wow! Everyone show off tats.
I'm pure.
Oh,
I'm pure.
You're gonna be born
I'm
in a
not.
Jewish grave.
Do you have tats?
I have tats.
Shit.
They're
You're tatted? Oh, you're one of those guys.
And they're all very ironic,
They're very ironic.
They're incredibly
very
ironic.
humorous.
I
And
do.
They're so human.
I mean, there's an arrow pointing to
Your penis,
or
your butthole.
I have a
something like
I have
that.
a nude man right here.
Okay.
A pot-bellied, bald nude man strolling.
Do you really?
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Whoa.
I really do.
That is the type of person.
Would you
though.
mind sending us a photo of that later?
Happy to.
Thank you.
I mean, I'm happy to strip down on cam, honestly, but
Sure, will be.
but
Okay.
actually, would I be?
I mean,
You can think
I
about
just question myself.
that. That seems like a no. It seems like he's
Yeah.
forcing you.
Right.
Consent is not
when's the last time you were fully nude in a public
in a non-sexual
space,
environment.
outside of your living quarters?
Like nude in public?
Yeah, or just outside of a home.
I mean, I did have a very embarrassing nude experience 2 nights ago.
Okay.
Honestly, where I was staying at my girlfriend's place, and
Oh, so it's all the makings of an awkward story.
she has 2 roommates. And I've normally when I leave her room and go to the bathroom, I'm
course.
wearing clothes or at least boxers or a towel. It was 3 a.m.
Birthday
and
suit.
Been there.
fuck it.
Grace period.
I walked out in my birthday suit, and as I was entering the bathroom, I heard a rustling. The hallway that I was in was lit, but the living room was dark. And I heard a rustling, and I said, "Oh, sorry." And I just heard female laughter.
Okay.
Oh. And did you cover? You instinctively covered, or you stood proud?
I
Definitely
dashed into the bathroom, and
Definitely
Yeah.
up with, I'm sorry.
yeah,
It's not what it looks like.
It's not what. Yeah,
At
it's
least she
not.
didn't-
This isn't what
This
it looks
isn't what
like.
it
This
looks
is
like.
actually something entirely other than what you think it is.
At least she didn't think you were a home intruder and kind of tase you with one of those
No,
devices.
that's true. Yeah, she could have dashed over to me and tased me.
Stabbed you with a fork.
Yeah,
Wow.
that would have made the situation better for me. I feel like I needed to be punished
Oh.
Sure.
a little bit.
I've done the 3 a.m. naked pee at a gal's place, and you are comfortable, but there is the thought of you
Yeah,
think 3 a.m. no one's gonna be
It's
out.
exhilarating.
But
It's a
then someone
sexual
else-
act in of itself.
Well, no, yeah, it's such a more ordeal. To
Put your
put the clothes
fucking
back
find my
on.
jammies.
It's kind of a rush, honestly.
you also get an erection before you pee.
Usually, yeah. The bird-
Well, that
Yeah.
about is a
On
good
that
spot to end the episode.
That's a wrap.
Thank you, Matthew. I love you so much.
guys.
Everyone,
Good luck with
read
your next
Matthew's book. Read Matthew's
truly was
book,
a pleasure to
and
read my-
he's offering sexual education training to anyone out there in the Ridgewood, Bushwick, Bed-Stuy area.
That's true.
I
I
believe.
do run a class.
Yes.
So
Yes.
jump on that and
one-on-one or group.
have a great
group.
day.
It's group.
guys.
It's group. It's
Yeah.
group. It's group.
Have a good day.